Things not going well in Palo Alto. Troy Taylor, a coach hiring that we liked, leaving Sacramento State, going down to Stanford, taking over the program 2 years ago, has been removed effective immediately after a case of bullying, retaliation, and just overall gross misconduct, particularly as it pertains to female employees. Just derogatory, inflammatory. Basically, it sounds like everything except for sexually related remarks, just creating a hostile workplace. This is all reporting from ESPN. And it wasn't a one-off. This has happened multiple times. Mm-hmm. He was talked to and he was offered the opportunity to sign a letter saying, hey, if you do this again, we're going to get rid of you. Right. And then he did it again, and they didn't get rid of him, and then it came up again.
Well, I'll tell you what. I like the letter that Andrew Luck has put out, because as weird as I think Andrew Luck is, I do think that he's a good guy and that he's going to try and do the right thing. This tells you how bad the timing of this announcement and the firing of Taylor tells you how bad it is.
Yeah, because it is a ramp up of spring football.
No, you're in the middle.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of spring ball right now. You are not, more than likely, not going to be able to go and hire a coach from outside of the university. And if you do, it's not going to be your number one choice. It's not going to be, that FCS coach that you hire and get in like WSU did with South Dakota State's coach Rogers, right? Or like what you thought you had with Taylor the first time that you hired him. What's probably going to happen is you're going to probably have to promote from within.
You're in a gap year.
That coach is going to be an interim, and then you're either going to stick with them or go find someone else. This must have been incredibly, incredibly bad.
Well, I mean, was it 2 weeks ago, I believe, is the reporting that Andrew Luck went to bat and addressed the team with Taylor in the room saying, look, what he's doing is not okay.
And it will not happen again.
Will not happen again. And apparently it happened again. And then another report came up and they said, all right, dog, see you later, bye.
Yep. And there's a standard that you have to have when you're at the University of Stanford.
Not just as a football coach,
prestige.
But there's a football coach and Stanford on top of it. It's another layer because the guys you recruit are different.
And I'll never understand why someone would bully or belittle those that work with them.
Yeah.
You have to go and see them every day.
They can make your job easier or harder. Which one do you choose?
And look, I understand there's arguments, right? Like one of the staffers, I believe, as I was reading through the ESPN article, was something with the NCAA compliance, right? It was a compliance officer, one of them, where she was telling him and warning him of rules violations that he was facing. You might have disagreements. Hey, I don't think that that's a rule.
Yeah.
Or, hey, I think that there's a different interpretation of that rule. But you know who you should be the nicest to?
The rules people.
The rules person.
Do you want them to go to bat for you? Because here's the thing. On top of that, they hired an independent, not investigator, but kind of a PR firm management team to come in. And even she said, yeah, no, this guy treated me hostile. I can see how this could be taken this way.
It's like in the movie Waiting. Don't F with the people that bring you your food.
Yes.
Yeah, don't bite the hand that feeds you. It's so simple. It's so simple. It's the other one, too, commenting on people's clothing. In this day and age, like, come on. Let's grow up. It's 2025.
Do these jeans make my butt look big?
Yeah.
Like,
no, your face does.
It happens.
It's like, I am not going to comment. I just went on a rant about how you shouldn't, and I will not.
I will, Jeff. Your butt looks great.
Oh, thanks.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, I can tell. I was like, there we go.
Where is my compliance officer?
I need an adult. So
how do you think the people on the other end of Troy Taylor felt then?
Yeah, see? But this
guy stinks.
Yeah, no, it sucks too, because 2 years ago when they made this hire, Dusty and I were talking about this, like, this seems like a guy that could be the right guy and get Stanford back on track.
He made Sac State a incredibly good
Yes.
university and a good football program.
And we talked to him a couple different
He
times.
found
like,
Cam Scatterbo.
Like, he was a guy that, like, we liked talking to. You know what I mean? Like, it was very, took his time with us and was very thoughtful in the things that he expressed at the last media day that we did. And it was
Right.
like, I remember getting off the phone with him and being like, you know, we go to a break and Dusty and I just kind of looked at each other like, this dude's got the goods. Like, they might have something here at Stanford. And it turns out they might have, but he was not a good dude. And wrong. So, unfortunately, that's where Stanford finds himself now, and spiraling away in the ACC. Not the place you want to be.